Hi everyone, so in this video I'll be talking about terrible pet owners. So one example of pets I'll use in this video will be dogs because firstly, I may be biased in doing so, and secondly, I see them as one of the most unfortunate household pets, which I will explain later on in this video. So let's just get to it. While there are responsible dog owners who get these animals and diligently care for them, there are many other people who unfortunately get these animals for many wrong reasons. So these reasons include getting them on impulse as an accessory to play or take pictures with, merely security as guard dogs, or even just because of their favorite TV show, such as the recent headline news about Crazed Game of Thrones fans getting Huskies on impulse just because they resemble the long extinct direwolves without doing any further research either on the breed or on any dogs altogether. So they will be exuberant, welcoming either a puppy they bought or an adopted dog into their homes and commit themselves to the animal for at least half a year, doing everything a great dog owner would do to make the dog happy, like take them out for walks in the parks, bring them to the dog swimming pool, or bathe, feed, and as well as attending to the rest of their needs on a regular basis. However, afterward, many of these owners will eventually not be able to cope with caring for their pets, as they either lose interest in them, become preoccupied with other commitments such as work and school, or having a relationship, or any other things, as well as shifting their interest onto something else. And as a result, they end up giving up their dogs to shelters or to someone else, or dump them on random streets, or sadly neglecting them for the rest of their miserable lives, being only seen as a burden, leeching off its owner's precious time, energy, and expenses as a result. So how terrible are these dog owners? Well, some owners are out from early morning like 7 a.m. until very late in the night, almost daily like 12 or 11 p.m. and they cannot be bothered to attend to the dog's needs properly. Whereas others can spend the whole day cooped up in their homes and get their helpers to take care of their dogs entirely, instead growing their fat asses in the process. Yeah, fat asses. They can also take long morning or evening walks by themselves and still make their helper walk their dogs. I mean, what's up with that? Yeah, sure, helpers can help take care of the dog when their owners need to be away from home, such as going to work or going to school, but these owners, they think that they are aristocrats and abuse their helpers by getting them to take full care of their dogs. They fail to remember that it was them who got the dog in the first place and not the helper. Moreover, it is very likely that helper would do a shitty job taking care of their pets, as caring for them is not listed in their contract after all, when they are mainly trained to do housework like cooking, cleaning, and washing. Now, one more detailed example I can present is a Shiba Inu my neighbor got for his daughter. But of course, it's not the Shiba Inu, as this is just a random picture of a Shiba Inu that I got from the net. Yeah, so as she was always pestering him for a dog, he finally got her one when she enrolled in university, believing that she was old and mature enough to take care of it. But unfortunately, she eventually grew tired of it and totally disregarded it now. Of course, her parents were disappointed in this, as they bought the dog for her, only to later realize that they made a huge mistake doing so. But fortunately, they love the dog very much and still take good care of it. Now, it's really sad to see these poor dogs. They spend most of their miserable lives sitting by their front gates on the cold or hard floor where there's no grass for them to walk on, just waiting for their owners who could not care less for them to come back. So this is one dog from my neighborhood which was so badly neglected that it was riddled with mange, as you can see, as well as being forced to walk on its overgrown nails, which is very painful for anyone or anything to do. I mean, would it kill these owners to just take this poor dog to the groomers to have his nails trimmed at least, for once in a while? It only costs $10. I don't understand why are they so lazy to not even bother to do this. This is why I strongly think that animal welfare in Singapore should be taken much more seriously by perhaps having a much stricter regulation on taking care of animals like dogs. By doing so, we can ensure that these animals will much less likely go to these terribly irresponsible dog owners. Now, besides telling you guys all this, I would also like to take this opportunity to tell anyone watching this video that if you are considering getting a pet, please understand firstly that pets, like dogs, are intelligent creatures and have emotions, which makes them capable of feeling whatever we feel. And secondly, do extensive research. Go to forums, ask responsible pet owners on what they have to do to take care of their pets properly, and think extremely hard if you are able to balance your time caring for your pet as well as for your other commitments. If you are someone who spends most of your time outside doing what you do, such as socializing or working overtime or traveling, or if you are someone who cannot stick to a strict regular routine of caring for your pet, then please don't get a pet like a dog, as you will most likely regret your decision later on. Start off with a much simpler pet, like perhaps maybe a tank of fish, or like some very very easy fishes to take care of, or maybe, well, my best recommendation for the simplest pet would be a pet rock. Yeah, I'm not joking in this case, as they are indeed one of the simplest pets to rear, to acquire, things like that. They don't require any nutrients like food and water. They don't need to be attended as much as most pets do. In fact, they are excellent on their own, as they are simply fucking rocks.
Patrick, your snail is a rock.
Yeah, thanks, I know. He's got nerves of steel.
So keep an easy pet like a rock for some time, put a collar in it and walk it around. Though people will think that you're crazy, but by doing so, you are able to gauge how much you can actually commit to taking care of an actual pet without making your pet rock suffer. And thirdly, get a pet for legitimate reasons like having a genuine interest in the animal, as well as wanting to make it part of your family. And that way you'll most likely be able to go through the hurdles of caring for it and be able to commit yourself to the pet for possibly the rest of its remaining years. Otherwise, you'll most likely regret doing so, being frustrated, being stuck with the pet you impulsively got without thinking for its own good for the rest of its remaining years. You might even end up caring for it the very same way these very irresponsible people take care of their own pets, and bear with that fact for the rest of your life, even long after your pet has left. Alright, so this is finally the end of me wanting to talk about this. Thank you guys for listening to what I have to say about this. I hope this was helpful, as well as, well, in case if you know anyone else who is thinking of getting a pet like a dog or a fish or anything else like a hamster or a guinea pig or a bunny, please tell them these things just so that they are able to understand what they are getting themselves into before taking the next step of getting a pet. Alright, once again, thank you guys, and well, I'll see you guys again soon.